distribution,
Bro,
and I don't even know.
It done been times I done been requested a song. I don't know if it's the person or the name of the song. I can't even.
That's wild, bro.
I can't even tell. And it's like, come on, man. I got what? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, that's real, dog.
And that's crazy, man. But you know, you from New Orleans.
From
right?
New Orleans, bro, born and raised.
You know what I'm saying? So how you get down here in the great state of Texas?
Man, you know, I had another life before I went full Virdiko and full DJ, and I was a corporate American.
Oh, okay. I thought
And
you were the
no, ain't no pimp stories, ain't no pimp story. Nah. So anyway, you know, once I left that life, because I really wanted to pursue my dream, bro, like of this music, DJing and Virdiko. I kind of felt it in my heart, in my spirit, and I'm one of those folks where I believe this deal. I'd rather try and fail than not try and wonder what the hell would have happened.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had some stories, I'm gonna get into them, of some things that happened in my life where I missed that opportunity on some big stuff. Mm-hmm. And I missed it. But anyway, that wasn't for me. The Lord said, this is where you need to be at. This is your passion. And bro, if you're doing something that's your passion, it won't even feel like work, man. You know what I'm saying? And even though I would never DJ for free, I would DJ for free, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm past that point. I just love it. I practice 2 hours every day, man, just mixing and scratching and trying different stuff. And I think that's what has helped me. But just going back to your question. So anyway, I decided to retire from the corporate environment and then just go straight DJing. Kind of unheard of, but I felt it for me, bro. For me to say, I played the game the way I wanted to play it. A lot of people don't know that, but you know, I'm educated. I got my education, but I was like, man, this DJ thing is what I want to do. So now I'm fully invested. So I said, like, I do over 300 events a year, but it ain't always the hottest clubs. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like no big events. It ain't always NBA All-Star, whatever. But you know, you start doing 4 or 5 events a week. You know what I'm saying? For 50 weeks, it adds up, bro. Yeah. You know, you think about 3 or 4 elementary schools. You know, I'm working with 4 school districts. You know, and they got 4 or 5 middle schools in each district, 4 or 5 elementary schools, 4 or 5 high schools. You know, and in the areas where I am, you got to be very diverse. You know, so you have you have your Hispanic, black, and white, and you got to know how to move between each of them. You know, and it's really on, like, when you go to those schools, it's only about 10 songs that you're gonna play, but you just gotta make sure you move it around. You know what I'm saying? And they all gonna do their little thing. So it's been an education for me, man. But it's really been helpful, really, man. My kids, like my son, now he's a freshman in college. A sophomore in college, and I got a sophomore in high school. So they've been kind of growing with me. Right. So when she was in 4th, 5th grade, what y'all listening to? Right. You know, and then he was in 9th, 10th grade. Like, man, what y'all listening to? And bro, believe it or not, it's totally different, bro. Right. Just that 4-year span. And you think about somebody 25, 26, they listen to something totally different than 21, 20, 14, 15. Yeah. But I'm just fully engrossed in it, bro. And I still got to keep my research on.
One thing I like to say I admire about you, man, is your team you got around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, this term, a lot of people like to say, get out the mud now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to say, I do this on my own, man. I would like for you to, you know what I'm saying, tell me the importance of a good quality team that, you know what I'm saying, in order to make your business be successful. Man, let me tell you, one of the best books I ever read, man, it was Good to Great. And the whole theme of the book was... Who's the author? Man, I knew you was going to ask me that. I can't think of it right now. We can Google it. Yeah, it was Good to Great. But anyway, I read this book back when I was in corporate, and the whole premise of the book was having the right people on your bus. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be right for my bus, but wrong for your bus. You know what I'm saying? And I knew what I needed at the time when I started this, and it's the same people that really rock with me today. And as I've grown, it's just putting the right people in place. You know, I get a lot of people saying, man, I can help you do this. And I'm not trying to say I don't need your help, but at the moment, it's not a necessity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not a good fit. I don't want any redundancy, because I'm a strong believer of everybody on the team got to eat. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for the first 4 years, everybody was eating, but I wasn't. You feel me? But I made sure everybody ate. That's deep. You know, for the first 4 years, no lie, bro. Nobody would have ever knew this, but I was in dark red, dog. Like the color the darkest red on that board, Square Biz Radio logo. But I felt it in my heart.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got Lady C on the team. Yeah, that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? She's solid. She's knowledgeable about the business. You know, DJ Dre. I respect the brother just from a, you know what I'm saying, a brother perspective. He gonna tell me when I'm wrong. Man, make your moves, make your plays. You know, I got a family member of mine. He's heavily in the business. Ike Numbers in New Orleans, and I just started building a team. So it's like a hub and a spoke. You know what I'm saying? We all are extensions, and I just told him, this is not your company. But if you can treat it like it is, I'll treat it like it's your company. Right. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody kind of buy in or bought into the thought process. Like, man, look, we just gonna move as if it's our company, bro. Whether it's expenses, whether it's revenue. But I told them, I'm gonna make sure y'all eat. You know, and sometimes it ain't a lot of money, bro. But you know, I do some of them mixes. I don't make money on the mixes, bro. You feel me? But the brand, you know, if you walk away from an event, I was just having this conversation before I got in here. If I walk away from an event where 800 people came and they had a great time and they all saying Virdiko is the bomb, that's better than me making $500, bro. You feel me? I could have broke even or even, you know, invested. I don't call it losing money. I call it invested 500. I planted a seed. Okay. So I just think different, bro. You feel me? Like, I understand, you know, when we do them events at Gas Monkey, we get everybody feeling good about the city and the music, you know, that ain't no money maker for me. I make money when I service your record. Right. That's just something that I have to do to build my brand and maintain it and to show y'all that I appreciate y'all. Everybody come through trying to get your hats, bags, shirts. It's like, man, that's my appreciation for making me, you know what I'm saying, get motivated to do what I do to help you as a DJ, bro. So I know I'm getting a little deep, dog. I don't want to get too deep, but you know what I'm saying? But man, look, when I tell you, bro, I'm so passionate about this. Hopefully, I exude how passionate I am about being successful. So when you talk about my team, I got a solid one. You know,
I know.
And we getting bigger, we getting better. But let me say something. Go back to that losing money for the first 4 years.
Go ahead.
I invested money for the first 4 years. I didn't lose it. The 5th year we broke even. The 6th year we made money. We made money ever since. I thought I was going to be an overnight millionaire. But it took me, you know what I'm saying? It's like the 10-year overnight millionaire, bro. I probably need to write a book. Serious, bro. Like,
oh man, nah, I'm laughing because I mean I think that's all up.
Man, I was like, man, when I sent out that first blast, man, this thing gonna go to all these people, and man, my phone, man, I hit that first blast. It was 4-5 days, man. Nobody called. I said, man, something wrong, man. You know, but I didn't really realize what I was getting into, you know, to that level of it. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to do it all over again, I would do it just the same because I really got it from having 1 or 2 or 3, 4 DJs, bro. You know, now we get 50 DJs a week that register for the service. You know, all over the world. But I'm like, man, where's this country? You know, we validate every DJ that come through, and I'm like, man, where is this at? Lady, see, you ever heard of this? And I'm Googling, man, where is this shit? You feel me? Right. So, you know, I would do it all over again, man. You know, it was a lot of money, and I was like, so anyway. The story is, I spent 2 years getting Virdiko together because I want to make sure my trademarks are right. I'm coming from a corporate environment, so I'm trying to make sure my shit's straight. You know, got the name right, I got my business right, I got my taxes set up, I got my accountant, I got my printing company, man, I'm ready, bro.
Right.
Man, I mean, we had a meeting, bro, with an artist. I forget who the artist is. We sit down, bro, and I'm giving this presentation. I'm coming from a corporate environment. Yeah, you know, I'm selling them the features and benefits, and if we're gonna do this,
pie charts.
Boy, I'm ready. Dude, look me in my eye. He said, "Say, bro, what's email? What is the email?" I said, "Man, you gotta be kidding me, dog. Like, I'm thinking so far in advance of who my client base is. You know what I'm saying? Which at the time is urban rap music, because that's all I really knew."
Right.
You feel me? So imagine I done spent all this bread, all this time, all these resources, structuring all this.
And a whole presentation.
Whole presentation, and you pitch the idea of servicing music from an artist to a database of DJs via email. And then the person you selling it to say, man, what is email? Dude, dog, when I tell you, dog, it was like a turd in a punch bowl and a nigga had deflated my balloon, dog.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
The reality check like a motherfucker.
It was, bro, because it was like, you know what? I got a good concept, but I haven't really tied it into like my audience. You feel me? And you might have seen I put this meme up every once in a while. It's like, it's not like, and for a lot of businesses, if you got a business, whatever you're in, sometimes it's not a problem with your product, it's a problem with your audience. The audience that you are pursuing. You understand what I'm saying?
Shit, I got it.
You know,
I hope
so
y'all got it. I got
you know,
it.
so that's a deep point, bro. Like, and we keeping it 100, right? All right, square big. So, for example, in the urban and the rap sector, I have the hardest time selling to artists that I'm gonna take your song and service it to thousands of DJs, right? So I'm trying to sell somebody that's trapping.
Right.
For example, okay?
Example, yeah.
You know, so this dude,
IE,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking somebody that's from the trap, they talking about they local hood experiences, ain't got nothing to do with no computer, ain't got nothing to do with no internet service. And so when I'm having this deep conversation on what I can do with your record, they ain't really understanding the importance of it. So you know what, I got to change this up a little bit. Now, when I go talk to a Johnny Gill or Ralph Tresvant, then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, we understand that. You feel what I'm saying? Right. I just got to say, hey, man, look, you know, it's just a different approach. You know what I'm saying? We get into the same destination, but just the approach is different, bro. But I don't know. I might be trying to. I'm confusing you a little bit what I'm saying.
I'm with you on that, and that's something that not just for because we have them as a DJ discussion, but just in business period, like you said, it might not be the product, but the audience. The
audience, right?
And I think a lot of people don't take the time to take that into consideration,
right?
Because you put so much effort into trying to create this product,
right?
Create the presentation for the product. You forget to take a step back and look at it from a consumer standpoint.
Right. From the consumer, from the consumer database that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm targeting, you know. And at that time, I was targeting what I knew.
Right.
You know, hey, Juvenile, come sit down and talk to me. Lil Wayne, you know, and they was like, man, they don't even deal with that shit.
Okay, you know, let's switch gears a little bit.
Yeah, change up.
Let's go back home. You know what I'm saying, New Orleans, the roots.
Yeah.
You know, every time I go visit New Orleans, man, I see tap dancers, and I see what's this? The trumpet.
Yeah, second line band. Trombone.
I see a lot of that going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you know you got the famous Man Fresh. You got Black and Mild, and you got all the bounce DJs. You know what I'm saying? So just how much of an influence with all this music stuff going on as a kid, you seeing this on a daily, man. Like, what's that like?
Man, they finally got the recognition that they needed as far as worldwide and global as a New Orleans as a sound. For a long time, it was ignored. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of in that little cubby hole, and it wasn't really respected, but it was always influencing other markets. You know, Atlanta and, you know, Chicago, New York. New Orleans is, man, it's just known, it's that culture, it's that vibe when you go there. You know what I'm saying? That music, like, it's always a good positive vibe as far as the energy. You know, it really, look, New Orleans has its sound, and you got Baton Rouge with the jig and ratchet. Right. That's big, bro.
Right,
and then you got Zydeco, which is another genre. So you're talking about three major, and you got jazz. You know, you're talking about 4 or 5 genres of music that's coming out of one little state, bro. You know, they got more people live in Texas than the whole state of Louisiana, bro. I mean, in Dallas than the whole state of Louisiana. You feel me?
Nah, see, it ain't so.
I'm telling you. They got damn near 6-7 million people just in the DFW Metroplex. There ain't that many people in Louisiana, bro.
Damn.
When you come to think about it, you feel me? So it's so culturally rich, man, with the music and the food and everything. But I'm happy to see it. You know, one thing I really, you know, a lot of stuff that you probably wouldn't know about the history of it is, man, it is so many New Orleans bounce artists that have died, you know, going on to rest in peace, that influenced this thing that they're not here to see it, bro. Like, I can name 20 of them right now, bro, that's got hit records, bro. Pimp Daddy, Hitman, Yella from UNLV. I can go down the list, bro, of like records that I could play now that would just turn a party out. And them brothers not really here to, you know what I'm saying, to see where it has gone, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some of them forefathers of it, brother. I was there, bro. I was there. I was right there,